Try catch control flow. We already studied this again, just to what summarize what we have studied and make the concept more clear. See, we have a statement here, and we know that when an instance is getting created here, that's because we are dividing a number by 0. So here, if I say 10, what happens? Let's say you will develop an user interface where you'll ask the user to enter first number and you'll ask the user to enter second number. Sometimes user will enter 0 for second number. Sometimes user will enter what 10 or some positive or negative number for second number. In that case, there will not be any exception, isn't it? So for now we are hard coding it. So let's say if say 10 divided by 10. So the control is here. Now what happens? There is no exception at all. So the control will go to the whatever is present after the catch block. And if there is an exception like this, suppose the user enters 0, now there is an exception. In this case, what happens? Control will come to catch block, and followed by the remaining statement will execute. So let me repeat this again. If I say 10 divided by 10, there is no exception, so no instance of class exception or any of its subclass are created. The control will go to the statements after the catch block. Now suppose if it is 0, now in this case there is an exception. So what happens? The exception handling process. First, the instance of class exception or any of its subclass is created. In this case, arithmetic exception instance is created. Then what happens? It will go to the next immediate catch block is available, and it will check whether this catch block is accepting and matching instance or not. The argument of this catch block, is it matching with the instance has been created or not? Yes, it is created. So what happens now? It will execute this catch block, followed by the remaining statement will execute. This is the first introduction to try catch flow. In the next lesson, we will look into try and multiple catch blocks.